Hey guys, Yuyukirby here with another episode of MediEvil Remastered. In the last episode, our arch nemesis, the evil sorcerer Zarok, has raised the dead and is taking over the peaceful land of Galamir. In doing so, he also resurrected us, Sir Daniel Fortescue, and we are on our mission to stop him. We explored our crypt and got our little bearings, and then we also headed out into the world in the graveyard. And this time, we're going to explore we're going to climb Cemetery Hill. I like the map system that this game has. The hilltop mausoleum waits atop Cemetery Hill. It's a rocky road, but this exercise would do those old bones some good. I do like the little flavor text that they have for each stage's loading screen. I honestly love it. That's the charm. Those two zombies are waiting to ambush us. It's Zarok.
So, even from the shackles of death, my old enemy pursues me. You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
His magic, he turns the gargoyles into rock shooters. They will be your main targets in this area. I see you, zombie. Get the other one. Okay, cool. I was wondering how I was gonna swap to the sword.
Some obstructions can be smashed down with clubs and certain other weapons. Try experimenting.
Huh, interesting. Anyway, this stage is a little bit more openy than the graveyard. It's still linear, but it's also not. Alright.
Of great archaeological interest, destroy the boulder and plunder the valuable treasures within.
Well, we can't do that with our swords, so maybe if we find something else. Also, if you go near a fire pit, you will take damage, and it's continuous. So don't do that. I wonder what that fireplace is there, though.
These boulders are going to crush your bones if you aren't careful. I hope you have a good shield equipped. Remember that each hit on your shield will chip away at its durability. Better it than you, though.
Yeah, so basically, the rocks won't kill you, but just keep your shield up. We'll explore that in a little bit once we're done down here. So there's still a little bit more to do. Skull chest. I wonder if I can actually activate it from a distance. Huh. Well, can't do that from over there. Well, alright. Hit a skull chest, and an explosion that damages enemies and yourself will occur. Be careful. Now we head into this little area to find the merchant gargoyle and an energy vial. Energy vial, unlike life bottles, are auto health. They'll automatically heal you. Anyway, there are two types of boulders: normal ones and magma ones. But if you go over here, hey, we can drop down into that little alcove. Oops, I forgot about that. New enemy, headless zombies. They're kind of annoying. Basically, it's just best to play a game of bowl with them. Anyway, open this chest. To receive a club, we have a new weapon. It has the durability. When it runs out, the club will break.
The club is a crude but effective weapon. Bash with it, burn with it, but beware, one bash too many, and it will break.
Yep. Just be careful. But we can now break these rollers. I don't know why that was so hard. I don't know also why that one was there. Holding circle will have Dan hold it out. What is this used for? Well, if you go near the fire, you can turn it into a makeshift torch. It will not burn away. And when we enter this... No. Shoot me.
Fresh air. We hate these dark old caves and their filthy stench of old witches. A coven of the warty old hags lived here once, unholy fires burning all night while they brewed up unspeakable muck in their cauldrons. They moved on years back, but the smell still makes our eyes sting.
Huh, interesting. Of course, we'll also go back to time. I don't really like using the club as a weapon. But I probably might. It's a lot stronger than the sword. So let's just put up our secondary weapon. Smash this bookcase to find this little hidden area. Where we find
A
book.
guide to covens for witches and witchcraft enthusiasts. A witch's coven would reach the height of its power only when all of their sacred flames were alight. Witches have been known to offer help to the questing adventure, yet they are a reclusive people and have to be summoned by the aid of mystic charms or talismans. Let it be known that help from a witch is rarely given freely, and the witch will more often than not make a request of the adventurer before any such help is given. If seeking to summon a witch, remember that they are quite territorial. Any signs of previous witch activity in an area is a good indication that a witch can be called upon.
Yep, so basically let's introduce us to witches. Light the torch, because we're actually going to need it. To light this. And unleash the chaos. Smash everyone. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the headless zombies. They can be really annoying. There. Everyone has been smashed. Inside the gates you find an energy file, a witch talisman, some gold, a chalice, a shield, and nothing. We now have the second item in our item thing, which is witch talisman. We're not if my first thing might be, oh hey, we can go back to the room and use it. Not really. Oh, didn't mean to light the club on fire. Oh well. There are two specific spots that we will be finding that we will use the item on. Anyway, now it's time to play Bomb on Battlefield. But Dementic. That's Cat and Curse joke. Honestly, you can crush the rocks, but honestly, I'd much more rather just. No. You can't crush the flame rocks. They can also actually go down. So it's just for copper shield. Let's get that back to full and continue our little. Let's continue our little escapade. Yeah, and another copper shield. Luckily, we are almost to the top. And 1, 2, 3, we have made it.
We have failed the master. We give our lives.
Yep, they don't even have to fight them. They just basically Oh man, he's too bad at. He's too much
The
of a be
adventure
bad,
would
but
be wise to be thorough in the exploration of an
but
area.
we can't stand up to him.
Locations reap great rewards.
Too bad we already did that. Anyway, grab the coins. We use this health pool to regain our health and fill up our second life bottle. There we go. And we will exit the level. Yeah, some of the stages are short, but yeah. But they're also equally fun. Wait.
Back from the battle so soon? It must think it is a hero by now. But only a true hero is worthy of a place in the Hall of Heroes. See the ghostly statue of your fraudster self? When it has turned solid, a true hero you will be.
Yep. What that means is you have to collect all the chalices. Anyway, let's go back and talk to Kenny Tim. See what he wants to give us this time.
I knew it would take more than an army of the evil dead to throw your strides out. I've something that may help you on your quest, Captain. I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
And he will give us a life bottle. So now we have a total of 4 health items. The second item that the heroes will give you is mostly basically either life bottle or gold. So I wouldn't worry about that. Anyway, let us return to here to leave. Has your goal of a teacher... Dang it. There's one thing I don't like about load screens with flavor text. Like, come on. Anyway, we might want... Now we have access to Mausoleum, but we can now actually do something all the way back in Dan's crypt. If you do, you don't have to do this. This is just an optional thing, but honestly, I like doing it. Sorry about you guys heard that. I was removing Band-Aid. You do have to redo stuff. If you go over to this wall and smash it with the club, you find another life bottle. You also can find a energy vial here. That life bottle will become a energy vial on recurring visits, making honestly the crypt the best place to actually come back if you're running low on health. Like honestly, I completely recommend it. I won't be doing it during the LP. It'll be like between levels, or I'll probably cut it. Anyway, use your star rune. And enter next level. Now that we have 4 life bottles, we have a total of 5 health bars. Now we can just slide across, slide a skull up to the Hilltop Mausoleum. Master of the Hilltop Mausoleum is just dying to meet you. Don't keep waiting. He's got a heart of glass. Puns. Sorry, another catty joke.
You are entering a house of pain. Rumors abound of evil doings in the secret catacombs below this very hall.
Yep, let's find out. We need to find out what these are. We now have a new enemy in the form of imps. They will steal your stuff. Anyway, go up to here to find a locked door. I believe that 9 times out of 10, openable chests are either a club or a shield. So honestly, only open if you need them. Anyway, you can also smash the ones that don't open up for you. Because they didn't have any imps. in this one, find the energy vial and break this one to uncover a hidden passage.
Watch out for sticky-fingered imps. These thieves will strip you down to your armored undies. Rumor has it they fence their stolen wares with the merchant gargoyles.
Yep, if your weapon is stolen and you lose the imp, you can actually return the merchant gargoyle and bring it back. Anyway, smash this open, and let's take care of these imps. We have a total of 3 ways. We have to go to all of them. And the club's now broken. So now we can actually swap back to our sword, which doesn't break. You can jump these, but honestly, it's easier to just slash these. And just break them. The only thing that the imps can steal are your weapons. Go to here for another vial. And an earth room. Collecting that will cause the room to the floor to collapse, a la Indiana Jones. It will go all the way to the end. But we did get the end. Going to the right. Takes us to where we need the moon rune. But let's clear out. We see we need some stuff needed. So let's go and do the last area. Smash that. Slay this imp. And here we can use the earth rune. So let's unlock the door. Find some imps. Imps, some gold. Yep, they will act. The game will tell you when your weapon is stolen. We also need the chaos rune, so we have 2 to come back. Anyway, let's read this book.
The stained glass demon is the master of the mausoleum. His wretched soul lies preserved inside a frozen glass heart. Shrouded in a veil of darkness beneath the mausoleum, you will find this pre-frozen menace.
Yep, so behind the chaos rune holds what we need today. Jerk. Anyway, we have an energy pool here. And here we also find this area. That's unsettling. Anyway, in here we find the moon rune. And also in the store, find some health files, the chaos rune, and read this book.
The would-be phantom longs to play a new tune, but he seems doomed to repeat the same cause of despair over and over.
We should do something about that. Well, also, now this gate can open up, but, alright, so I'll split up this chest, find the club again. But if you guys remember, we do have the moon rune. We can't, yeah, so let's explore where that holds that. Just take a casual stroke, so we got rid of the spikes. And open up this door. Smash some imps to be able to acquire the chalice. Even if all the enemies are dead, I still honestly kill enemies, just so they don't annoy me. Find the sheet music. Huh, maybe the organist could be able to use this. Gleb will point the way. Yeah. Okay, so we'll also unlock this door using the chaos rune. And we'll find this. If you want to go fight the boss right now, you can do this. But we have the chalice, and let's be nice and help out the organist. It's not like he's gonna attack us. Anyway, when you need to use an item, that little symbol will appear. Pass him the sheet music to find, and the organist will open a chest, open the door with the chalice and some gold. Now that we've done this, now we can go and take care of the puzzle for the to do this next thing. I love dance grunts. Anyway, push it over to the frozen heart, literally. To shatter it, freeing the soul of the demon. That's either a club or a shield. We don't need either because we're perfectly fine for the club and our shield's perfectly full. Anyway, enter this chamber and approach the light. Bring this bad boy to life. It's time for our first ever boss fight. His weak spot is his heart, which we can only hit with ranged weapons. The stained glass demon is not a difficult boss. When he jumps in the middle, that's when his heart's available. I recommend charging up your charge it so you get as much damage as possible. Yes, the stained glass demon is not that difficult. Get one more. Nope. Also has a little freezing attack for you. All the stained glass demon is a boss of waiting and patience. You can't really do much to him with his heart in his body. You also do a meteor style attack, which it's best to guard. I simply didn't do it because and I thought he was going to jump to the middle. Now middle. All right. Yep. That's why you should not guard that move. Because it will just shatter your shield. But don't worry, between the episode, yeah, don't worry. I'll be grabbing the new one. Yeah, I don't know why he has that. It doesn't deal damage. And it's not really a convenience. It's just really weird. Like, he doesn't do the shockwave attack, and he also doesn't do anything else. Since we don't have that, we have to take damage. There we go. One more volley of knives should be the end of our first ever boss fight. No, I messed up that timing. Oh. Yeah, your shots do not lock onto him when he doesn't have his heart out. So. Oh. When he's jumping to in front of the screen, it's really hard to see, and down he goes. And it's really disorienting to see, to know if he's jumping to the middle or to the screen. Yeah. Anyway, with him defeated, we'll take the skull key and gladly jump out the window. Yep, just jumped out the window. And return to the Hall of Heroes to see what our next prize will be. And for those thinking, oh, I can just play through the game and not even worry about getting certain prizes.
It's
No.
the Hall of Heroes
Basically,
shopping
you
mall.
have to... Basically,
Bargain hunters should check out
you will
the
get
ground
the same
floor.
prizes no matter how many
Entertained
challenges you get.
shoppers should check out the upper floor. That's where it's at.
Since we have 3, we can now talk to a new hero, and we'll go over to this guy with the hammer.
Ah, Fortescue. What's this I hear about that archcad Zarok still being alive? Thought you killed the fella. Never mind, you old warhorse. Better show him what's what, eh? I expect Johnny's zombies a bit more of a handful than you remember. How are you doing for weapons?
I do like how they have Dan Mumble, but you can pick out some of them. Like,
Smash anything and it won't fall apart like a club. I only ever get to use it cracking walnuts around this place. Nonsense, Fortescue. I won't take no for an answer. Knock a few heads for old Stanya Ironhewer, eh?
yep, our gift from Stenya Ironhewer is a hammer. Just like he said, just like it works just like a club. The only difference is you can't light it on fire. That's what the normal club is for. Pressing circle allows you to charge for a powerful slam. Anyway, with that set in mind, we're going to go ahead and end here. No, let me move the camera. I like doing this and showing off our new weapon. You will get one weapon each from each hero, like I said. So Hayner Iron Stewart's new next item will be either gold or a life bottle. Anyway, this is where we are going to go ahead and end. We conquered the Hilltop Mausoleum and beat the stained glass demon. Let's say we put that skull key to use back in the graveyard. So, I will see you all next time. Take care, everyone.
The imps of the Hilltop Mausoleum grew tired of the Phantom's incessant practice sessions and hid his sheet music away. Like most impish plans, this one backfired. The Phantom continues to bang the keys, but sorely lacks improvisational skills. These guardian gargoyles aren't much for conversation, and don't ask to hear their singing voice, unless you're into rock and roll. Ba-doom-tsh. Have you ever had one of those days where you leave the house full of breezy purpose, only to realize that you've left something really important at home? Well, that's how these guys feel all the time. Back in King Peregrine's day, imps were often kept as household servants. Sadly, those were cruel times, and many imps were treated very poorly by their masters. Really, it was no surprise when these cunning little creatures formed a secret alliance with Zarok. On the morning of the Battle of Gallowmere, every last one of King Peregrine's men awoke to find his house imp gone, and along with them every last undergarment in the kingdom. Never before had an army's charge been so devastatingly broken before battle had even begun. I always thought it was a bad idea when they put a demon on their stained glass window. Isn't that a little odd for a holy place? I said. What if a passing sorcerer brings it to life using arcane magic? I said. But did they listen? Yes, he might have a glass jaw, but if you think shattering his dark heart is going to be easy, oh, you'd better think again.